House is a guy who has emotions, has feelings, cares about, amazingly good at reading people.
Right.
We had this role of House, which sort of every role sort of revolved around and had so much interaction with this character that we had to really hit that character perfectly or the series would not have worked.
We read so many people for this part.
When auditioning, I can remember thinking, I feel as if I know who this guy is, the character of House, but I also feel like I know who this guy David Shaw is, the mind behind the mind, as it were.
I have tenure. Don't you gotta grab my cane, stop me from leaving?
Hugh Laurie went on tape, and I watched it. He had the right kind of voice, and he had a good razor stubble going, and I thought, this guy feels like House, and thank goodness he's an American, so he can pronounce all this tough medical jargon.
Thyrotoxic periodic paralysis.
I have no idea what that is.
Leukoencephalopathy.
Stop. If I knew what was wrong, I would tell you.
Rolling.
Everybody lies. If lying to a patient saved their life, would you do it?
No.
That's a lie.
Everyone lies, but there's an exception to every rule.
Actually, there isn't. It's kind of what makes it a rule.
Interior ICU day. He's revived, alive, but very weak. Stacy's beside herself with worry.
If this were any other patient, what would you tell them to do?
I would say, is there a choice?
Not a chance. You browbeat them until they made the choice you knew was right. We've got to let them cut the leg off.
It's my leg. It's my life.
How many canes have we lost, do you think?
Lost or broken, I would say probably just slightly less than 100.
Well, first of all, he was not always walking around with a cane. In fact, we pictured him in a wheelchair. But a wheelchair is not the best idea because of the obvious limitations. So then we briefly considered a scar and then a cane. Knowing that it was a cane and knowing that I wanted someone who could walk down those halls and hold the center, height became important and physicality became important. The truth is he's hiding because he's handicapped. That was where it all sort of started from.
What's the point of putting together a team if you're not going to use them? You've got 3 overqualified doctors working for you, getting bored.
I don't need a team.
You were bouncing ideas off a janitor.
Come on, gotta earn that fiver.
The thing that I find interesting about House is, as a character, is his distance and his apathy and his removal from any kind of connection.
House, you play a guitar you got in 9th grade.
8.
You're living in the same apartment for 15 years. You drive a 10-year-old car. You are not good with change.
That used to be true, but I changed. You're fired.
What, because I yelled at you?
It's time for a change.
As an audience member, we know these characters, and to see them placed in their individual situations and their quirks and their personalities come through. And
Have you even interviewed anybody?
You test drive a car before you buy it. You have sex before you get married. I can't hire a team based on a 10-minute interview. What if I don't like having sex with them?
I love it. I enjoy the humor of our writers. I mean, they are so clever, and just what we get away with sometimes, it's hilarious.
Every ship has its engine room, every restaurant has its kitchen, and every TV show has people, I don't know what they do.
What do you do in here?
They make the trains run on time.
Yeah,
They're followed.
Every rule is followed.
You have to, be inventive to make it work.
Like when we did the Coast Guard rescue at sea,
Unbelievable.
one of our people thought that we had to bring in a real helicopter over the tank in Pacoima. But that was a process, is getting
spoiling
him.
the magic, see? That's more invoices than I've even seen in my life, never mind gone through for a single show. It says production designer. What it means is genius.
And I don't mind that I'm taking
Behind sets like these
for you.
are people like them.
What do you think was your biggest, the biggest challenge?
Mayfield was probably the most fun, I think.
You sort of built a wing of a hospital. Well,
Right.
more than a wing, actually.
Right. We did a whole world. We did the exterior. We did the interior. That was fun.
Broken. Scene 53, interior ER waiting room night. Start on House as he sits in a chair alone, staring into space, holding Freedom Master's blood-speckled jacket. Off screen, he's lucky to be alive.
You don't care about anything else. I'm transferring you to Winslow Psychiatric. You'll have better luck pulling the wool over their eyes. I'm done.
Don't. I need help.
We're all worried my hero, House, is, you know, in trouble, and he's going to a psychiatric hospital.
And you should also welcome Greg to the floor.
Don't worry about the name, just passing through.
I love Broken. I think it gave the whole, not just the season, but the whole 6 years. It gave that a sort of shape and a meaning and a kind of truth. Yes, yeah, a kind of truth.
I want to break any hearts.
Can we go outside? We built an entire mental facility.
Okay. He's the claustrophobic one, right?
We constructed a slave ship. As the show got more successful, it seemed like we built a lot more. We've provided work for really thousands of people in the 7 years that I've been here. It's made a lot of people very happy.
And lo, the sets were good.
This is Jesse's last time he ever wears this.
It is the last time he
Yeah,
ever
this
wears it.
was- this-
That's me.
Jesse was 12 and now he's
Yeah.
19.
You look great, Peter. Don't let the fans tell you don't.
The difference is that I actually look like a doctor. So whose blood is it really?
It's mostly food coloring.
A negative.
Food
A
coloring
positive.
and corn syrup.
How long do you think you'll work for House?
As long as he lets me.
All our instruments are basically real, but you can see we have tons and tons.
Yeah.
Come out.
It's like, God, it's endless.
And cut. Great, Peter. You happy?
Yep.
I'm good.
All right, cutting. I'm gonna miss surgery and Jeffrey Coleman.
This is your last surgery.
This is my last surgery.
Slow the heart down so it doesn't. Damn. It gets too fast.
Once not, we can fix this.
It worked.
Omar, in my opinion, on the show, he has taken the worst.
He has taken the worst, right?
Having the exploding colon.
Why is that? Because he's such a tense character.
Maybe a little more pressure?
Not too much. If it is in the end, then we.
Yeah, I like to see the high five.